Good morning, this is TT from Ttfixmyhair, and I've had a lot of questions about how I store my ribbons. I've done some tutorials on how to make certain bows, clips, headbands and stuff, and I've shown my ribbons in my Michael's ribbon haul. And what this is, I got this at Garden Ridge, and I've had it for several years, but they keep them. I mean, it's a pretty in-stock item, and it looks like I paid $4.99. I probably got these on sale. But if you'll notice, it's 2 rows. It holds, depending on the size of the bolts. And I showed in my Michael's haul the ribbons I had just gotten. And this is some of the ribbons I work with, some of the more plain that I put with the ones that have patterns. And I have some others too, some little pearls, anything that's on these little, I call them bolts or spools. And it fits roughly 20 to 30 depending on the size. These are a little wider, so not as many. Now it has an incline. Oh, it has these things. Let me show you too. These separators. They just slip in wherever you want, and it helps them stand up so that they don't just fall around as you just pick a couple out to work with. Has these nice little snap ins. And see these circles? Those are stackers. It's on the top and the bottom. So I can just take and stack them together and put them in my closet, or I have a craft room. Has a handle. I can just pick up if I have a project I'm working on, put them all in one, and pick up one and work with it. It doesn't scoot off. I can do a lot of movement without it tipping. I love it. Now, if you'll notice, there's a gap right there. And I've seen some people do this, and I'm going to show you. It's a neat idea. If I wanted to, just let a little bit of the ribbon hang over the edge. I could still close it, and I could just pull from what I wanted to use without opening it. But I don't do that, and let me tell you why. My craft room is where the hot water heater is in our house, and it stays hot. And it's probably dusty, and I may make bows for weeks right here at the beginning of the year, and then I may not pick this thing up for months. I don't want to have to cut an inch or 2 of ribbon off that has discolored from the heat or from the dust, and waste that amount of ribbon. So I keep all the ribbon inside, and I just open the whole thing and work out of it. But if you keep your ribbons in, maybe you have a craft room or air-conditioned area that you work out of all the time with scrapbooking or something, keeping the tails out so that you can just pull off. You can see the color because this is transparent. You can, and you know your ribbons, so you can do that. But that's not, you know, for my own reasons, I don't do that. But it's got that nice little slot just in case you wanted to. But I hope that satisfies the questions I had about how I store my ribbon. Thanks for watching. Ttfixmyhair. This is another thing that I use to store some of the things I work with. Now this is, I call it my bucket. It's just, it has a handle, and it opens the clear lid, has a little tray. I can keep my little French barrettes or little half-done strings of whatever I'm working with. And my little needle and thread there because I got something going on. And then I've also got in here my Stretch Magic, which is just that for stretchy bracelets, but I use it for all kinds of stuff. Got a needle holder. And I've gone in here and I bought a great big box of the clips. This was down in the bottom. It's just a plain circle, and it wasn't deep enough, so I just clipped the clips on the edge and made it a little deeper and kept the excess ones in there, and it just fits down. I've got a pair of tweezers in there because I use those some, so I'll put those in there. Now, all that fits down in the little bucket. Now you could stack your bucket with whatever you needed. Well, let me show you what else is cool about this. See the sides? Every one of these is removable, and I just push up on my thumbs. It's got these little pokies that kind of hold it in place and a little grip at the bottom, and every one of these opens to a 5-section container. And here I've got a project in the making, and I've gone ahead and strung some beads just for my ease, and I've got them in there and they stay. Each one snaps and through. It's got a little hanging tab. I don't know, you could do something with that, but I just put it up there, snap it back on, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way around the bucket. These are empty. I haven't got anything going on with them. These are some of the beads I've shown you recently that I've been working with. This is that craft I just showed you. These are my Swarovski crystals. And I usually pull it from the bottom. Now these I've got sorted in sizes, not colors, because it's just easier to know. And I've got these little bags that I use. This is my little Swarovski crystals, and I've rolled it up and stuck it down in the little section and worked my way on up to my bigger ones. I've got something coming up with that. And so I got this at Walmart. Now I use it for this. It's in with all the little bins and the little shoebox, plastic shoebox shaped things that kids use to put their arts and crafts in. I got this, and I promise you I'm going to go back and get a couple more, just for different things. My brother came over to visit us one day, and he said, "What is that?" And I showed him, and he said, "I need that for my tackle box, for a tackle box. When I just want to jump and run, go fish, and I don't want to take a whole big old bunch of stuff." He said, "I can put a lot of stuff in there." He's even talking about putting minnows down in the middle. I mean, people use stuff. I mean, when you see the versatility of some of the things they're coming up with, you can figure out so many things. He was going to put his tackle in here. Just different hooks and different of the little plastic jigs and stuff. And I don't think he was really going to put minnows in there, but he was talking about it. I don't know. But I can drop this thing upside down, spin it around. Everything I've got in here is staying exactly where it is. It doesn't matter. I can throw it in the back seat of the car. If it rolls over in the floorboard, who cares? When I get there, I pick it up, go where I am, because if you have to go to the doctor and sit and wait, you can do something, or anywhere, anything you need to go to, and where you have to tote stuff around. There's so many things that this could be used for. But this is just simple. I got this at Walmart, and I think, don't hold me to it, but I think it was like $3.99, something like that. And that's just another one of my storage containers I wanted to share with you, since I've been getting so many questions about my storage. Now, alright, this is another one of my organizers. I do so much with beads, different hair things, and crafts and stuff. This is a snap top lid with the small dividers, and these do pull out. You can make them bigger if you need to keep the stuff separated. Now what I've got here is just things I use. I make what am I trying to say? I'll show you. Alright, and that clips there, but the bottom, it clips like this. If I undo that and pull the transparent part up, it's got a whole nother area here. And now, hair sticks. I have wooden ones. I have some bone ones. These are actually made out of bone hair sticks with the pre-drilled holes, and I make them. I showed you the little bags earlier. This is I think Fire Mountain Gym's where I got a lot of my stuff, but just the little baggies I use for sorting beads and sorting findings, they call it. All this little doodads you gotta have to do. But this handy dandy gadget, I got this at Garden Ridge too, I think. It says it's Acro Mills, but Again, it's one of those things I can move it around and carry it by the handle. And if I've got it snapped properly, things are going to stay in place for the most part. Now, some of the things I use are so tiny. This one does not hold them in. I don't like to tote it around as much like I do the little fishing bucket looking one, because some of my things are so tiny that they actually get in the separators of the lid. Seed beads and little things like that. But you know, this is something you might find useful. And another one of my storage compartments I just wanted to share with you, as I was showing you how I store and organize some of my crafts. Thanks for watching. Ttfixmyhair.